Joining me here now is Siobhan Smith, General Manager from the Cavan Crystal Hotel. Siobhan, welcome.
Thank you very much, and welcome you.
Oh, thank you very much. We're here today to showcase this fantastic ballroom that you've recently refurbished. You might just take us through the changes that you've actually made here to the ballroom and to the hotel.
Sure. I suppose it's a significant change. If you have a little look around, the most significant thing is the fabulous chandeliers, but we've done a complete and total overhaul. New entrance, new smoking area, new carpets, new furnishings. It's a complete transformation, and I think it's now absolutely and totally a wedding room.
Okay, it absolutely looks fantastic. You might just take us through who actually designed it, or how did you choose the designer for the actual room?
It's been done by Yvonne Huey from Red Sky Design, and we'd done some work with her in the atrium bar when we did that up about 2 years ago, and we really worked well with her. I think she got what we were trying to say in the hotel and got the proper feeling for it. So when we decided that it was time to do up the ballroom, we went with her.
Okay. And in relation to the brief that you gave Yvonne, what was it that you wanted to get out of it? Like, what were the changes that you actually wanted? Like, she took the brief and she got it spot on for you. Yeah.
So I suppose I'm here in the hotel 12 years, and I was here for the first brief, and so it was a major transformation at that time. It was elegant. But I suppose 12 years on it got a little bit tired. So we wanted to do something like nothing else in the area. There's a lot of competition in this area. We wanted to have something really, really special, unique, glamorous, and that was the brief. To take into account all the comments we've had over the years from the brides and grooms, and take that on board and make it a room for them. And I'm really, I think all the staff, the other managers with myself, the whole wedding team, were just so excited to show it, and the reaction of the couples today is just amazing.
Yeah, well, I can imagine that it is, because it actually does look fantastic. Just in relation to, okay, this is the room where the wedding is held, what other services do you offer, like in relation to the wedding planner and the coordinator and that type of thing? What's involved in that for special couples out there? You might just take us through that.
Our wedding team, we have a team of 3 wedding coordinators. They've been with us for many years, and we do every little bit of attention, every little detail, from the very first show round right through till 4 o'clock in the morning in the residence lounge. So any little step of the way, whether it's a civil ceremony, whether you're coming in from the church on the red carpet, whether you want to have a simple buffet, or it wants to be, an elaborate 5-course or 7-course meal, whatever you want, we take you through absolutely every step of the way. We take into account budgets, we take into account different tastes, and we try and tailor to make every wedding as unique as we can.
So it's bespoke to any wedding, to the special couple. So whatever their requirements are, you match the requirements for them. Yeah. In relation to the size and scale of the hotel and number of rooms, you might just share that with us for the couples out there to know what the capacity is.
So our size is anything from 50 to 350. We'll say 400, but I think 350 is probably a more comfortable number for us. And it can be as intimate as 50 people. I mean, this room that we're standing in now is absolutely perfect for that kind of thing. But the main room itself is our maximum number is about the 350 mark. And as I said, it can be formal, it can be informal, it can be a winter wonderland, it can be, a spring, pretty day. It can be anything you want it to be. It is completely bespoke.
And other services that you offer, like, there's a lot of local exhibitors here today at the wedding fair, but you can cater for anything from within the Cavan area, from the flowers, from cakes, bands, music, whatever you actually require.
So today I think we have about 30 stands of probably our preferred wedding suppliers. In this room here, we have Cedar Flowers, who work with us all the time. They do our own wedding flowers in the hotel. They do these fabulous arrangements here. Paul Callahan is part of our winter wedding package. We've Padani Weddings there from a new bridal shop in Carrick-on-Shannon. But we've top tier. We work with Completely Covered. Sugartown Road is our house band. Stevie D, just out the road, has just recently won the Weddings Online Wedding DJ of the Year. So we work with loads of people, and we're delighted to be able to recommend them locally where at all possible. We do have a lot of weddings that are travelling, maybe coming from Dublin or, coming from elsewhere, and they want to come to Cavan and do everything here. So we have our own beauticians, we have our own hairdressers, so everything can be done here. You don't even need to leave the hotel. You can go from getting your hair and makeup done in the morning, have your civil ceremony, or go out to a little pretty church like Butler's Bridge, come back in here, have your drinks, reception, and straight in. So it can be very, very easy.
Yeah, it's very intimate, very intimate. And where you're actually located here in Cavan Town, you're just on the outskirts of Cavan Town. There's a lot of lovely beauty around Cavan Town as well. Like you've mentioned, Butler's Bridge Church, there's the Cathedral in Cavan, Church of Ireland, Loch Uthers. So if you want to come and avail of for your wedding weekend, there's a lot of nice scenery around as well, where you can take your pictures and all of that type.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of everybody likes a little bit of water in terms of background, and there's 365 lakes in Cavan, so there's no shortage of that. I mean, even simply out at the shores there at Lavey Lake, we've some fabulous photographs taken of our brides and grooms. It's not even putting them out of their way when they get their photographs taken. The stonework here in the lobby and the atrium are just stunning. Picture yourself at a Christmas wedding here. You have 15-foot Christmas trees. It's just beautiful. And then I suppose this was our major plan for this year. It was a significant investment, and this time next year we hope to be launching our wedding garden, which will be extended, and that'll be the plan for 2016.
Oh, that's fantastic. That'll be a nice addition to the actual services that you offer here. But as you said yourself, there's a beautiful scenery within the hotel as well for your wedding pictures and so on. So that's part of the future then, the wedding garden for you here at Cavan Crystal Hotel.
This is just the first of the major investments. We've done this room now, we've recently done the bar, we've redone the atrium area and the front stone lobby. We'll be moving on to working on our bedrooms now, moving on to the garden, and it's never ending. There's always new jobs to be done.
Well, there's always something to be done, yeah, but I have to say you're doing a fantastic job, so long may that success go on the path for Cavan Crystal Hotel. Just in relation to, you also have a health centre here as well, and gym, so for the guests as well, they can enjoy some relaxation down at the pool or working out in the gym or whatever, so that's a good addition to the hotel also.
It is, and Zest is our health club here, and Gail and the team run it really, really well, and we won overall Leisure Centre of the Year this year, and it's our 11th year with the White Flag Award, so that's the award for cleanliness. It's similar to the Blue Flag for beaches. We've a fabulous local membership. We really appreciate the support they give us, but we've a very well-trained professional team there that are completely experienced and can take you through, regardless of fitness levels, can do whatever, whether it's just a pool you want to use or whether it's weight training in the gym. So there's lots of options, and it's very well equipped.
I've actually been in it myself, and it's actually fantastic. So a great place to work out, and a great place to relax as well, depending on your requirements and what you want to get out of it yourself. And then in relation to the hotel itself, like it's a lovely location, and it's very central for people who are travelling. So you mentioned that some people come from Dublin for weddings, but it's a very central, pivotal location where you can come from the north, you can come from any part of Ireland. Really, it's very central.
Absolutely, like our catchment area is probably 6 counties completely around. Cavan obviously is our local market, and we're delighted to get the opportunity to look after so many couples that are local, particularly when there is such competition in the area. But I suppose Longford, Monaghan, we're heading a lot of weddings currently in Fermanagh and Armagh, Meath, Roscommon, South Leitrim. Really, if you take anywhere from an hour from here, that's the potential for people to travel on the day. So it can bring you to quite a number of destinations.
Absolutely, and there's a great network as well, for road network for people to travel here. Well, I suppose I think we've touched on everything we need to showcase here for the Cavan Crystal being a fantastic venue for weddings going forward from now and into the future. We might just what is the contact details? How does somebody go about booking a wedding with Cavan Crystal Hotel?
I suppose the one final thing for us that's important to say, we've launched this beautiful new and glamorous ballroom, but our ethos is still the same. It's all about our friendly staff, fabulous food and attention to detail. And our wedding coordinators, as I said, they've been here for years. They know this hotel and they know what people are looking for inside out. And we can be contacted through mywedding@caverncrystalhotel.com or just call the hotel 049 436 0600. Anyway, we're here. There's always somebody on duty that'll be able to answer a question.
Well, Siobhan, thank you very much. That's fantastic. And it's been fantastic to talk to you today. And it's lovely for myself and the team here to be able to experience the wedding exhibition and to get a flavour of what's actually available. And we will speak to some of the exhibitors that they'll be able to showcase what their services are as well. Okay, thank you very much, Siobhan.
Cavan Crystal Hotel, gateway to Ireland's Lakelands.